I don't even know how to start this thing. My chest is still heavy. My head still dey hot. Because some stories don't shock you immediately. They wait until you relax before they slap you. Last week, I sent my house girl back home. People think being kind is easy. People think helping someone is simple. But nobody tells you how painful it is when the same person you open your door for becomes the reason your peace disappears. I have children. I love my children. And anybody that loves my children automatically gets a special place in my heart. That was how everything started. Her name is Zainab. Zainab came into my life quietly. No drama, no noise. Just a small girl with soft eyes and a shy smile that made you want to protect her even before she spoke. I met her parents through someone close. They said they needed help, school fees, feeding, a better life for their daughter. They said Zainab was obedient, respectful, that she loved children, that she would be grateful for any opportunity. I remember asking questions. I remember hesitating. I remember telling myself, you already have enough on your plate. But when I saw her, something touched me. She greeted properly, she knelt down, she spoke calmly, she looked like someone life had already dealt with unfairly. I agreed. The first weeks were peaceful, too peaceful. Zainab was good with my kids, very good. She carried them like they were her own. She played with them, she sang for them, she bathed them without complaints. My children grew attached to her so fast that sometimes they would call her before calling me. That alone made me tolerate a lot. Because when someone is good to your children, you naturally want to protect them too. I didn't treat her like a house help. I treated her like a younger sister I never had. I enrolled her in school. I bought her clothes. I made sure she ate what we ate. I corrected her when she was wrong. I defended her when people misunderstood her. And yes, I corrected her. I tried everything. I advised her gently. I shouted when advice didn't work. I punished when shouting failed. I prayed, I encouraged, I begged. I never got tired. Even when she started changing. She began keeping friends I didn't like. Friends that made her talk back. Friends that taught her things she was too young to understand. I warned her. I said, Zainab, bad friends will destroy you. She nodded, she cried, she promised to change. Then one day she came and told me she was being bullied in school. I remember that day clearly. She cried, she shook, she said she didn't want to go back. My heart broke. I came online to ask for advice. People talked, people suggested, people warned, people encouraged. I decided to get her a private tutor while still allowing her to attend school so she wouldn't be isolated from her mates. Little did I know, I was giving her a ticket to fly. Slowly, things started feeling off. Phone habits changed, attitude changed, respect reduced, truth started shaking. But I kept giving chances. Because in my mind, she was still that innocent girl who knelt down when she greeted me. Then one day, I found out what was really going on. And my heart shattered. Not because of anger, but because of betrayal. As innocent as she looked, I could have sworn she would never try such. But life will humble you. The things I saw, the things I heard, the things I confirmed. I sat down. I cried quietly. I asked myself where I failed. At that moment, I knew one thing clearly. I could not take it. Not because I hated her, but because my children come first. My peace comes first. My home must be safe. I called her. I spoke calmly. I told her she was going back home. She didn't cry. She didn't beg. She just packed. That hurt more than anything, because ungratefulness is louder than insults. I took her back to her parents. I explained. I wished her well. And I came back home empty. I missed the good parts. I missed the laughter with my kids. I missed the version of her I first met. But some bridges are burned not because you hate the person, but because staying will destroy you. Children of nowadays, there is absolutely nothing you can do to please them once bad friends take over. You can love them, you can feed them, you can sacrifice for them. If they don't want to change, they won't. Let me calm down first, because the full gist is still they shock me. If you're a parent or guardian reading this, please pray, observe, and never ignore your instincts, because sometimes kindness is not enough. Let me now say everything, because keeping it inside is heavier than speaking. The truth finally came out on a random day. I didn't even suspect anything. No fight, no argument, just a normal day that turned my whole house upside down. It started with small lies. Madam, I'm going to school, but school had already closed. Madam, tutor is coming, but no tutor showed up. Madam, I was with my friend Amina, but Amina denied ever seeing her. At first, I thought it was normal teenage behavior, curiosity, influence, confusion. I corrected her and moved on. Then one evening, my spirit refused to rest. Something told me to check her phone. I didn't rush, I didn't shout. I just sat there scrolling. And that was when my heart dropped. Different men, different chats, different promises, men old enough to be her father. Money conversations, secret meetups, instructions on how to lie, instructions on how to sneak out. I couldn't recognize the girl I was reading about. This was not the Zainab that cried in front of me saying she was being bullied. This was not the Zainab that carried my children with so much love. I called her. She denied at first. Then I showed her proof. She went silent. No tears, no apology, just silence. I asked her who introduced her to that life. She mentioned friends, girls I warned her about, girls that told her, Madam is using you, girls that told her, make your own money. That was when everything made sense. The sudden pride, the sudden boldness, the sudden disrespect. I asked her if she ever thought about my children. She shrugged. That was the moment my heart finally closed. Because anybody that can put my home at risk and feel nothing cannot stay under my roof. I didn't beat her. I didn't disgrace her. I didn't shout. I just told her to pack. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept asking myself questions. Was I too kind? Was I too soft? Did I love too much? But one thing was clear. If I kept her and something happened to my children or my home, I would never forgive myself. The next day, I took her home. Her parents cried. They begged. They promised to warn her. I handed her things neatly. Clothes, books, everything. I told her father, please watch her closely. The world outside is not smiling. She didn't look back. Since then, my house has been quieter. My children ask after her sometimes, and I just tell them she has gone home. What hurts the most is not the betrayer. It's knowing that I tried. I loved genuinely. I corrected patiently. I gave opportunities freely. Yet, it wasn't enough. This taught me something deep. You cannot save someone who enjoys drowning. You cannot help someone who listens more to bad voices than to love. And you cannot destroy your own home trying to fix another person's child. If you're keeping a help, please pray, observe, set boundaries, and never ignore red flags because of pity. Kindness without wisdom is dangerous. That is the full gist. And honestly, it still dey shock me.